I'm Ranran. I'm hacking this solo show at Bullying Work, which is called Interruption. This station actually contains 3 projects. One is a AI chatbot, and then the second is an interactive video projection. It's kind of like interactive system, and then the final one is an outdoor sculpture piece. I made this incense using a very ancient recipe in Chinese culture, but I tweaked it with my own preferences too. The incense is from the ancient recipe, which is mimicking a specific flower. This flower only grow or bloom in the winter, so they're all natural plant-based material. And then so people could, in responding to this incense specific set through the chatbot, and the chatbot is going to detect how self-aware the responses from the audience is going to be. I'm thinking a lot about technology because it's very kind of like a pressing challenge for human being in general. So I'm thinking about if the technology, like if there's any parts in human being that's going to be irreplaceable by the technology, like it's impossible to be replaced, I think that would be human emotions and also human interaction. The chatbot, when you put a response, the chatbot is going to detecting if they can find those words, which is the words on the window, in the sentences. If there is, then they're going to pull out the rate for each word and then come to an average rate for a sentence. Basically, there is some part when I trained the robot, I also trained it with my own sentences. So the robot basically, based on the training, they're guessing what's the self-awareness rate is for this sentence that the audience put in based on the 6 rate. This piece is a responding kind of like machine, I would say that way. It is coming from a experience it's called freeze response. When I'm feeling really panic that I couldn't really move or do anything, so my body and my mind all freeze down. And then, but this device is a way to defreeze that, basically postpone the panic reaction to it. So it will invite the audience to basically move their body, speak out, or take a deep breath. And this 3 action is basically helping me to get out of that panic situation. So I want to bring that experience also to the audience. When you speak out loud, the projection is going to change. When you're moving your body, the projection is going to change. When you exhale to a sensor, the sculpture is going to move up and down. So all of that together is basically kind of like sensing all your body movement and try to bring the body and it back together. This image here is actually a soup that I photographed a long time ago. What you activated it is a image or video of a fried eggs, and then when you use your voice to activate it, the video is actually a toilet flush. So I'm thinking about very basic things we do on a daily basis, like we cooking, we eating things, we go to the restroom, all that. And all of those bases actually is what grounds me now. So I like to use this very kind of like down-to-earth imagery as a starting point to compose my visual language. And a sculpture piece outside that is also function as a sundial. So it's connecting with the nature, like how the time in the nature actually kind of be recorded, and we can kind of see that as we are observing the sculpture. So I see all of this kind of connecting through personal level and also through a sensory level. I also hope that my work can be therapeutic to some extent for myself and also for the audience, especially for those who may share the similar experience with me. I hope people do not have traumatic experience at all. People, no matter what, like you may always run into some like panic situation, like you feel very nervous, anxious in like different levels. I hope that this piece could remind people, or like when they're in that situation, they can still get connected to their body. They can still like kind of a way to bring them back to the reality. Like a lot of experience, especially the scent, the smell, we're not really aware of that all the time, but it is, we're working all the time. So to basically open up the sensorial experience, because I think now, especially for myself, my personal experience, I like basically see my phone, see all those laptops, see those digital things all the time, and I sometimes forgot we have the physical world. The physical world is very powerful, very strong, especially with all of the sensorial experience. So I think this could be kind of like, I hope this show can be reminder for the audience to be more aware of that physical sensorial world.